Happy Thursday, guys. Thanks for joining. Gonna start here in just a minute. Looks like Social Stream made an update, and the chat is the overflow chat, or the chat capture is not working again. That's happened a couple times in the past. Glenn, thank you for the super chat. Oh, I know why. Okay, all right. Let's just get into this right here. Switch over right there. Good afternoon. I show 12 o'clock in Texas. Happy Thursday to everybody. And yeah, Glenn, once again, thank you for the $20 super chat. So yeah, it looks like this chat overlay that I use, they make updates periodically and don't tell you about it, and then so now it's not working. I got to update it. So I'll do that later. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. Don, Don's asking, are you going to do one of these Prime Day things on Unplugged? You know, I've done that before in the past, and it wasn't that well received. Now, my channel was smaller back then, so perhaps I should have planned better for this time. You know what? Maybe I'll try that tomorrow. Maybe I'll see if I can get one or two guests to come on and we can talk about some RV stuff. I have an RV... let's see... This right here. Nope. Make sure I've got that. There we go. I've got an RV. If you go to my, this is the idea list we're going to be talking about today. If you go to the front of my shop, amazon.com/shop/hamradio2.0, and you scroll down here. Right here is RV camping off-grid stuff. This is a list that I keep on a normal basis, and we talked about this a little bit on Tuesday. There's several things in here also, but I also thought about trying to do one on the Pac-Man channel because there's some bags and packs and whatnot, but I haven't officially done that. So maybe I'll do something like that tomorrow. Maybe I'll run an Unplugged live stream tomorrow. So we'll see. We should at least do some overlanding Prime Day. Yeah. Solar and batteries overlap. We talked about some solar stuff on Tuesday when we were here 2 days ago. And again, that idea list that I just shared the link in the chat. That's the idea list that's actually listed in the description of, I think, all of my Unplugged videos as well. If you click on that, it takes you there. What is the link to your Pac-Man channel? Okay, we can go here. I haven't posted anything on Pac-Man this year, but I've got two or three new videos that are... I've got one ready to go. Here it is, Andy. I've got one ready to go, and I've got two others that I'm working on. So I'm going to start posting to that again soon. I was trying to concentrate on the Unplugged channel a little bit more this year, going back and forth. I need to put more time into both of the secondary channels, but there we go. Still need to buy the solar panels for my Opus battery. So here's what I bought a couple things yesterday myself. Let's see. Let me get over here, and I'm going to go back into my back end of the page there. So what have you guys bought? You won't be able to link anything in the chat because I have links turned off to prevent spam bots. but just tell me, like copy paste the title of what you bought, something you found a really good deal on, or just type it in there if you'd rather. That'd be fine too. I've got the top 4 things that were purchased over the last 2 days. I'm going to share those here just in a moment. But I bought myself, I bought 2 of those power banks that I was talking to you about. I bought, let's see. Yeah, that's it right there. I bought this. This is, I haven't got this yet. This is arriving today. So I bought that, 23% off. This is in the idea list that's pinned to the top of the chat right now on YouTube. Those of you, welcome to those of you on Rumble. Here, let me pin this to Rumble as well. Want to make sure the Rumble watchers get that. Looks like there's 7 people watching on Rumble. Welcome. So that is, okay, so I bought this. That'll arrive today. I bought this. That arrived yesterday. And it's, frankly, it's a little bit larger in size. It's about this big. I was going to bring it out here and I forgot. It's inside. It came with like a 23% charge, so I set it up to charge last night. No, that's not the same thing. It's a little bit bigger in size than I thought it was going to be. But it's going to be cool because it's got that lantern on top of it. And I'm actually going on a camping trip here in about a week and a half. And I'm going to take this and probably use it inside of my tent at night. Pull that little built-in lantern up, plug my phone in, maybe my camera in down there, and use that a little bit. So I bought those 2 things. I bought those ghost drinks. Those are on Subscribe and Save. I bought these panels. I bought these mounts. These were not on sale, but I looked some others on sale, and this was actually a better buy. I bought these solar panel mounting brackets because I've got a new cover over my patio, and I've got 4 250-watt solar panels I've been wanting to put up there. So I went ahead and bit the bullet and bought those. It's $40, not a big deal there. And that was a better price than the Prime ones. And I bought 5 of these Mountain House. These are just single individual packs of Mountain House. So, because those are still on special right now. If you go to Mountain House's Amazon store, 24% off right there. We can click right here. Okay. And we can scroll down. We can click on all deals at the top of that. And I know a few of you guys bought some Mountain House stuff. Again, I can see what people are buying, but I can't see who is buying what. But if you look at this stuff, all deals, I mean, there's deals on all this stuff right here. So I'll put that link in the chat as well. There's that. Mountain House is really good stuff. And I was like, it's kind of pricey. So when it goes on sale, that's usually when I start to pick some of that up. So I picked up some of that. What else did I? Oh, I got, late last night, I started poking around and I got some printer filament. 3D printer filament. We're going to talk about that here in just a second. I'd like to know y'all's opinions on 3D printer filament. And also, someone sent me an email with this just like an hour before the stream. UV26 ham radio, 10 watt, new gen 5RM. Never seen this one before, I don't think. So I put that, this is in the idea list, and you can see that right there. So, all right, let's go back to the chat. Battery box for, okay, Russell bought a battery box. Jeff bought a Stream Deck Mark II, okay. Ginja bought an EcoFlow 220 portable solar panel, the bifacial solar panel, okay, good. Coax and Gable Discone. Now, you were talking about that Gable Discone, Don. This guy right here. If you guys run, okay, so it's 15% off here, but there's also a 25% off coupon right now. If you click on this little box here. So $60, 25% off, $60, it's about another $15 off. So I'm going to add that to the list right now. If you guys run a scanner at home, a Discone antenna is probably what you want. I'm not familiar with the Gable, but I've liked the other stuff I've got from Gable, so I have no reason to believe that that would be any worse. It looks like it covers 2 meters, 440, 900, 1200 megahertz, and it's like almost, it's just 29.5 inches tall. So there you go. Okay. That's good. DM168 DMR radio. Polymaker filaments are on good deal. Yeah, so I'm going to talk about those here in just a second. DC House 12 volt 30 amp hour BMS. Eco-worthy 100 amp hour battery. Fandango oversized camping chairs. Fandango oversized camping chairs for adults. I got to look that up. I want to see what that looks like. Fandango. Okay. Is that a good brand? I'm not familiar with Fandango. Are those fairly decent chairs? Samsung 43-inch M7. Do not sleep on the UV Pro deal. $140 TID radio. Yeah, TID radio was one of the popular things on the channel yesterday. KB5 UTY got a tiny SA. La la la. If you saw cat food, that was me. Okay. Travel stuff, backpack, tech kit, chargers, ANC headphones. Lee says he prefers the Peak Refuel brand to Mountain House. They have biscuits and gravy. How can you beat that? Well, Mountain House has biscuits and gravy also. I tried a Peak Refuel. I think it was like an Asian dish, some sort of fried rice. It was good. I prefer the Mountain House. That's just my personal taste. Peak Refuel is a really good one too as well. I just personally prefer the Mountain House. But again, you know, taste of food is all subjective. So, all right. Fandango chairs there. How much is that? 25% off. That's not bad. Okay. I'll drop that in there just so you can click on this one and then you can go look and see what else they've got. I didn't make my disclaimer at the front, so I'm going to make it now real quick. As an Amazon associate, I can earn commissions from everything you guys click on from the links I'm sharing in the chat. And those do help to support the channel, so I really, really, really appreciate you guys using the links. But if you don't want to, go to Amazon.com, click on this drop down here, right here, that you can't see. The screen capture doesn't catch it. And click on Just for Prime, and that'll show up at the top search bar, and you can search for Prime stuff. Although this Just for Prime thing, it doesn't work that well, because if you just search ham radio, it brings up, well, maybe they fixed it. When we were live on Tuesday, it brought up a bunch of stuff that did not have this red tag underneath it, like this one right here. So maybe it's working a little bit better. See, there's 3 items right there that don't have the red tag, but they're coming up under that heading anyway. So kind of works, kind of not. Try it and see. All right, so I searched last night. Well, let me talk about, because I want to talk about that a little bit longer. These are the top 4 things bought on the website yesterday and Tuesday and Wednesday. A lot of you picked up this power port here. 65 watt PD with a 18 watt QC 3.0 USB-A charger. Again, this is the one in the new battery box from Gigaparts, and I bought this 2-pack, and I put one in my old Gigaparts battery box, and I've got an extra one floating around here somewhere. And these charge the FTX1 battery just fine. They'll charge your phone quickly. They charge my DJI camera, my DJI headphone, or my wireless mic set, all of the things. So USB-C, USB-A, that was the most popular thing bought on the website in the last 2 days. All of this stuff is on the idea list that I pinned to the top of the chat. This right here was the second most popular thing. TID Radio TDH3, 41% off. Lowest price in 30 days, $20. $19.99 for that. So there you go. That one's in the list as well, because all 4 of these are in the list. That's the charity auction for Gigaparts. Talk about that in a second. This ham radio cribs notes amateur tin sign. This was the 3rd most popular thing in the store in the last 2 days. Pretty cool. I've got that beer sign. Beer because your friends just aren't that interesting, it says. But that's cool. I should probably put one of those up in the ham shack. We'll see. And then this guy right here, I talked about this one the other day in a video that I made. This is, I don't have it out here, it's inside. This is a new cigar torch my brother found He sent me a link to it. I bought one. I love it. I carry it with me. It's got a built-in, this little screw cap on the bottom. This is the whole thing on the left here. And this bottom piece comes off. And it has on the bottom of the bottom piece, it has that little punch. You turn it around, it has a cigar holder. And inside of it, it has this poker punch thing for those hard draw cigars. And that single, it's just got a single flame that comes off of it, but it works quite well. You can adjust it on the bottom. See the holder right there. It works great. I love this thing. The thing is awesome. So I've had it for like 3 weeks now, and I love it. So a lot of you bought that after my video that released last week. All right. So I want to talk about 3D filament. N305 mini 12-volt PC. Okay, Don, let me look that up real quick. Okay. Boom. N305. There's an N150. N305. I'm looking for the N305. N150. Beat up to N150, okay. N305 mini. Let me just... Not finding that exact thing. They might be sold out of them. You might have... There's this. Okay. Is this kind of like it, Don? I think this may be a... Yeah, no, that's the one you said. Quasipo, however you say that. Core i3 N305 up to 3.8 gigahertz, 16 gigs of RAM, 512 hard drive, M.2 hard drive, mini desktop computer, 12-volt PC. That's kind of neat. Okay, and that's 30% off right now. You're always looking for 12-volt stuff. I think 12-volt stuff is really fun to have. So, good. Okay. Jez Verdi 50 amp power supply, $144. Okay. Glue Tread complete off-road tire repair kit. Okay, good. Hey, Rob. Good afternoon. Good to see you. Rob, we need to get together. You and I and Frank need to get together and talk about next week. So I purchased some of this. Let's see, which ones did I get? I'm trying to remember which ones I actually got. I purchased some of this Flash Forge right here. Filament yesterday because I was sitting on the couch last night. I'm like, you know what? I never looked at the link for the lighter. Okay, I never looked at filament since Prime Day has started. So I got some filament. I bought 3 new types of filament last night. Been enjoying my I thought I had that lighter in here. Maybe I don't. No, I have to have that lighter in here. Maybe I don't. Crap, okay. All right, hold on a second. I'll get that for you, Bill. So I got some new filament, and two of them are brands I've not heard of, and I'd like to know if you guys have heard of these. So let me fix this real quick. Oh, my goodness. You know, I start the live stream and my allergies start acting up. I wasn't sniffling before about 10 minutes ago. So let's see. Okay, let me find this freaking lighter. XIFEI. I swear I had that in my list, but you know what? It's not in the list, and here's why. Because it's not on Prime Day sale. But it is right here, and here's a link to it, Bill. Okay, and if you claim right here, you redeem 20% off coupon and 2 different 20% off coupons. I don't know if those stack or not. So try it and see. Try it and let me know if those stack. And I'm going to add this too because this, I mentioned the lighter and people keep asking me about it. So I'm going to add this to the, it's not officially a Prime Day deal, But it does have two 20% off coupons, and hopefully they stack. Good. Okay. All right, so let's look at this. Let me pull this page up real quick. And I think it was yes. Nope, not that one. Giant Arm. Yeah, Flash Forge and CC Tree. Okay, so that's what so if one of these sucks, I don't know. I really like the color. This is a silver PET G. I really liked the color on this. I've got a green metallic PLA that I've been printing stuff in, and it looks really good. So I've been looking for some more metallic colors, but I also want some PET G because PET G is a little bit tougher. It'll stand up to the heat better here in Texas. You can see all these different color options, and they have TPU, they have PET G. I think that's it. Clear TPU. I bought some TPU yesterday, but it was not the same, this brand. So has anyone used this Giant Arm? Giant Arm. I don't know. I can't remember if I added this to the list or not. So it won't add it. It won't duplicate it. If it's already there, then it's already there. Okay. The other one I got is Flash Forge PET G. 20% off of this one. That one, that Giant Arm, was 20% off. $16 for a roll of filament. Okay. Flash Forge PET G. This is like a burnt titanium is what they call that color. It almost looks purple at the top and then kind of blue on the side here. So it's one of those ones that looks like a different shade when you hold it in different light. No, this one's not carbon fiber. This one just says PET G. I did find some PET G carbon fiber and some PLA, I think, carbon fiber, or maybe it was just PET G carbon fiber. I don't remember, but I didn't buy any of that. I bought this Giant Arm, silver PET G, Flash Forge, burnt titanium PET G, Prime Day. And then I bought some TPU. I really want to check out the TPU because I had this. This is from CountyCom right here, and I don't think you can get like the. I'm sure they don't share the STL files for their stuff that they sell at CountyCom. But this flexible material, I went on Thingiverse and found a couple of trays like that are not exactly like this, but similar to this. And I think I want to try printing some TPU. So, and this is glow in the dark, and that one's glow in the dark as well. No, it's not. No, it's not. The glow in the dark one is over here. It's got stuff on it. Looks kind of like an off-white, but I've got a small one on my nightstand next to my bed. So, yeah. But this, I got the glow in the dark TPU, and I can print some kind of like flimsy trays or stuff with it. So, but this one is CC Tree. CC Tree. I don't know anything about CC Tree. So, oh, they've got some new beds there and whatnot. Cool. Okay. Anything you print for Ape should be carbon fiber. Well, I've never printed anything for Ape, so there you go. Let's see. I stick with bamboo and 3D fuel, Dave says. Okay. Everything I have right now is bamboo, but it's also all PLA. I have 5 colors of PLA. One of them is a PLA, it's called a PLA HT or PAHT. It says it's a high temp PLA. And it's okay. I kind of don't like the way it looks, but I'm going to tinker with it a little bit more. But the bamboo stuff has been working really well. But I want to try. I want to try other stuff. I want to try, and I guess Amazon doesn't carry bamboo because I searched for bamboo and all this Creality stuff came up. So if we search for, let's see, just for Prime, 3D printer filament. FlashForge, Sunlu, Creality. It carries a bunch of Creality stuff. I almost bought some Creality, but I didn't. Amolen, don't know what that is. And if you search for Bamboo, it brings up other stuff. Bamboo Lab. And it doesn't actually bring up anything. I think there's like a few things it has, like Bamboo Lab A1 Mini 3D. Is that real? I don't even know if that's real. The A1, I don't see any of the X series. I didn't find any of their filament. I didn't find any Bamboo Lab filament on Amazon. Creality, FlashForge, whatnot. Gigaparts carries a full line of Bamboo Labs filament, and I'm trying to work out a deal where I can offer a discount to you guys on that. So that's not in place yet. Stay tuned, but, you know, don't wait on it. I don't know what the timing will be for that, and it may not work out, but I'm trying to work that out. So, let's see. I'm just reading the chat here. I love Polymaker filament, Andy says. Okay. Good. Looks like Micro Center does not carry Bamboo Labs filament. Yeah. Steve says Micro Center is where I'm going to buy my bamboo. Gigaparts, yeah, but buy from Gigaparts if you can. I mean, if you find it cheaper somewhere else, then buy it there. But again, I'm trying to work out a discount code. I'm trying to work out where my discount code of KC5HWB works on the bamboo stuff. So that's my focus here. I've got their X1 Echo. That's over here, the Bamboo X1 Echo that I've been printing on. I got it from Gigaparts. I bought it from them. They did give me a discount, but I did pay for it. And I'm making a couple of videos with it. So A1 Mini is Bamboo's smallest. Okay, so they've got that one on here. But I don't know. I'm looking forward to trying some of this other filament and seeing how I like it. So far, the Bamboo PLA has been great. I've got red, I've got black, and I've got that metallic green. That metallic green is just really cool. I just really like the metallic green. So that's a deep red. Look at that. Ooh, I like that. They call that ruby red. I like that color. But that's PLA. I don't need any more PLA. I want to start buying PETG. I want to start printing everything in PETG because I live in Texas, and it's supposed to be stronger. Even leaving the heat factor aside, it's PETG stronger than PLA is my understanding. So, okay. So from what I saw, I asked you guys about FlashForge and what's the other one? FlashForge, Giant Arm, and this CC tree. I can't see that anybody has used those, so I don't know. We're gonna try that, and we're gonna come back later, and I'll let you guys know. So, what do y'all want to search for today? Added those, added that. There's that. Okay. This one was on sale last night because the 3 I bought last night were all Prime Day sales, but that one looks like it's not on sale anymore. Maybe another color is. That's good. Okay. PCTG. Yeah, I've heard good things about PCTG as well. But I'm gonna take baby steps up. I'm just printing PLA right now. I printed one thing in that PAHT, which if you look on the printer, it calls it PAHT, but if you look on the package of filament itself, it says PLAHT, with some sort of high temp. I think PACF is what it is called. PLA carbon fiber, I think. but it's PLA, but it's carbon fiber, I think. I don't know. I don't know how that works. I don't know how. I mean, there's a bunch of combinations and whatnot, right? So I'm not sure how all that works and fits together. But yeah, PA. Let me. I'll go get it. Hold on. The spool is in the printer, but this is what it looks like here. It kind of I don't know, it's kind of like the top of this kind of fudged up right here. The back is fine. This is a antenna toroid holder for a new antenna that N9SAB is working on for me. We're going to be selling that on the website soon. But he sent me the STL files, and I printed this, and I printed it because it was the carbon fiber one. It didn't turn out that great. He said he printed his in PETG, but I don't have any PETG at this moment in time. I've got some coming from Gigaparts, and then I've got some that I ordered last night. This is that metallic green PLA. I really like this stuff. This is a case this is part of a case for my DX FT8 radio that I built, that radio kit that I built on the live stream a couple month ago, something like that. There's a lid. There's a lid that goes on it. It's a separate file. It's a lid that goes on top of it. And I printed this last night. It turned out great. I printed the lid and it totally spaghetti. This is the first time I've ever had a spaghetti on it. So I don't know. These line holders here printed out pretty well. Just found that on Bamboo or on Maker Labs or Maker whatever it's called website. I got this off of Thingiverse, and I got these off of Makerspace or whatever that website's called. So anyway, we're not talking about 3D printing today specifically. So let's see. Lee says, I added the black TID H3 to my cart to accompany my two other H3 HTs. I have an H3 problem. Polymaker has HT PLA GF currently out of stock. It's a high temp, very strong PLA. Prints like standard PLA, but needs a hardened nozzle. My printer has a hardened nozzle, so that's fine. And I think I want to say this one was called HT PLA CF, not GF. I'll have to look though. I'll have to look. I don't know. It was some kind of. I remember thinking I bought it at Gigaparts when I bought my printer, and I remember thinking it was carbon fiber because I wanted to try something beside. I wanted to start with PLA, but then try something else. I don't remember why I didn't pick up any PETG, but I didn't. Good deal on iPads right now. Okay, let's look at iPads. There's an iPad Air 11. Okay. 11-inch, whatever. 17% off. I guess that's okay. With an M3 chip. 20% off. That one. That's not bad. Okay. Put that one on there. GF is glass-filled fiberglass. Ah, okay. Okay. Glass-filled, okay. I think mine is... I can't remember what it's called right now. I should do is get a... I should do a screen share of the actual... I don't have the Bamboo Labs slicer software installed on this computer, but I should install on this computer. That way I can pull it up and we can do some stuff on a live. Probably going to do a 3D printing live stream soon. Thank you for the last show. I used your code and the Prime discount to save on a Retevis order. Good. Yeah. So Retevis is still offering 10% off through either tomorrow or Saturday. Prime Day ends tomorrow, but the Retevis sale might go a little bit farther than that. Ham Radio 210, Ham Radio 210 will get you an additional 10% off of the Prime deal price. at the Retevis Amazon store, which is right here. Like that. There we go. And yeah, if you go down here and click on whatever and use the code of hamradio210, get an extra 10% off. Through, at least through tomorrow, maybe through Saturday. I can't remember right now. Most Prime deals are inflated prices with a discount, so the price is a normal price. Well, I can tell you right now that's not true with the stuff I'm looking at, because I have a lot of stuff. I had a lot of stuff in my cart and my watch list and my wish list and all that, and they are actually discounted. There's a couple of things they took off of discount, so you have to pay attention. Pay attention to the prices so that you know what the normal price is, and then go from there. So, okay, what else y'all want to search for? This is the Gigaparts auction. They're auctioning off for to support the QRZ-1 Jumpstart program. The FTX-1 field radio. This is the exact radio that I had at Hamvention. I sent it back to them when they sent me my Optima. The Explorer case for it, the Explorer bag for it, and the POTA 33 mast. All of this together. I don't get anything for this at all. This is all going to the QRZ Jumpstart program at Gigaparts, and they have it's on their eBay page. So let's talk. Somebody was talking about battery boxes earlier. Let's look at battery boxes. All right. This guy, this all-top, this is the same one I have. They call it Auto Dunk. I mean, there's a bunch of these that are just rebranded. 20% off of that guy. That one's not bad. I don't like the carrying handle on it, because you have to pick it up from the side here, and the other side, it's got the strap that keeps the lid on. I typically will keep that box in my RV and just use it in the RV. I don't carry it around. Oops, wrong button. I don't carry it around with me. This Redodo is almost the same thing, except it does have a carrying handle on it. This is the one I've been carrying with me lately. And it's getting a little bit cumbersome because these flaps on the side over here, they tend to come off. It does have the strap that keeps it together, even if the latches over there come off. And I did put I put power poles in this one myself because it doesn't have power poles in it. You can see the lid right there, where that lid is on the left side right there. I drilled and put 4 power pole ports in there. So. But that one's on sale for 33% off. If that's the style of battery box you like, that's a good discount on that. That all-top is there as well. Kind of the same thing. Let's see what this is. Huh. eBay banned me for unspeakable reasons. Unspeakable because they will not speak to me why. Yeah, that sounds like eBay. It's kind of a neat looking box. Again, I don't really like these handles on the side. I'd rather have the handle on the top where you can pick it up with one hand, because you always feel like you need to pick it up with 2 hands with these handles on the side, even if it's not heavy. You pick it up from one side handle and everything, unless you've got it in there really, really tight, everything falls to one side. So, I mean, I guess that's an okay box. It looks good. It's got a light on it. That's cool. You'd have to put your own power poles in it, though. Take that cigarette lighter out and put power poles there. That'd be nice. 35% off of that one. Okay. Go ahead and add that one. I lost it again. There it is. Okay. All right. This one here, this is basically a copy of that Yeah, this is a copy of that Gigaparts box. Almost exactly. $55, 20% off of that. 2 sets of double power poles and with the posts there in the middle. Those USB ports are kind of cheesy. I like that voltage meter in the middle. But the Gigaparts box has a voltage meter and power port and USB ports all in one unit. I don't really like. It's got one PD port there and a USB A, and then it's got 2 USB A QC 3.0s over there. I would trade those out. I don't like those USB ports. $55 though. $56. Not bad. That. Ooh, what is this? Fireproof, explosion proof. Large capacity battery storage guard box. Fireproof and explosion proof. I wonder how they tested that. That's good. I'm sure it's probably fireproof. How do you know it's explosion proof? How did you test that? I would like to know. 20% off of that. That's cool. Prime Day. Boom. Peakron portable power station. Let's search for Peakron. I've got 2 or 3 Peakron power stations, and I like them both. We spoke about power stations yesterday, and I was telling you about EcoFlow, Gold Zero, and Jackery. EcoFlow has partnered with me and sent me some stuff, and I really, really like their stuff, so I've asked them for more things. And they sent me stuff when they can. 10% off of that. Peakron's another one. Peakron's another one that has sent me stuff. I don't have this one, I don't think. Bump. That coupon finder pops up sometimes, and it comes up and it says, "Here, find this used one." And I'm like, well, if you want a used one, then great. E3600. That might be the one I have. I don't remember. I've got one big one and one that's smaller. But only 10% off of that. Here's a smaller one. Only 9% off of that one. But Peakron's a good brand. I've been very happy with the Peakron stuff as well. Anker was the other one. Anker and EcoFlow have sent me stuff, and I've partnered with them to do some videos, and they're both really good. I know that Goal Zero and Jackery are good. I've just never had the pleasure of using those. But Peakron I have, and I really enjoy their boxes as well. Let's see. Clamps to hold a 2-inch diameter extendable mast to your fence. Okay, that sounds interesting. Let's do that. I've seen these. Yeah, I've seen these. That's not a bad idea. You could 3D print those. 50% off, though. That's not bad. Wonder what they're made out of. Are those metal? It's just a firmly fixed. Umbrella holder clamp is made of heavy duty steel, black coating surface, strong oxidation resistance, not easy to rust. Yeah, right. Let me take it to Galveston. Okay. All right, that's a good price on that. 50% off. Good. Yeah, try Mark. Yeah, try to blow one of those bags up, see what happens. Those Anker yeah, Jeff, those Anker USB-C cables are fantastic. The new Better Safe radio models, the UV9 PX Plus and the UV9 DX, come with those Anker cables, because Mark at Better Safe Radio sent me one of each when those were brand new. I just did videos about them like 3 weeks ago, and they come with like a 6 foot, I think, anchor cable, and I'm like, oh man, these things are freaking awesome. I mean, if you get all gaga about USB cables. So 44% off of the black ones. What's the red ones? 29% off the red ones. I don't care what color they are, really. 44% off the black ones. Here we go. Link what, Dave? Bouge RV. Somebody asked about Bouge RV, Bougie RV, however you say that. Yeah, their stuff's pretty good. Bougie, Bouger. I don't know how to say that. I asked them. I emailed them. They emailed me about some stuff one time, and I said, "How do you pronounce this?" And they sent back like this pronunciation, and I'm like, I don't even know what that says. I've heard people at Overland shows call them Bougie RV, so that's how I say it. That's not my pronunciation. That's somebody else's, so I don't know. Portable power station, 20% off. Okay. But yeah, they've got their stuff gets good ratings. I have one of their. I had a solar panel from them. I think I gave it away, and it was good. I never had one of their fridges. Okay. The pole mount. Okay, Dave. Gotcha. All right. Watson Hertz. Eco-worthy 20 amp hour. Okay. This one right here. 30% off. Yeah, that's not bad. Good. These are cool. I had a company reach out to me, wants to send me some rack mount batteries, and I'm like, yes, please. Send those over. Ooh, $180 coupon off of that right now. And it says, get one free when you buy one select items, and it has this how to claim link underneath it. Huh. EcoWorthy's a decent brand. That's a 51 volt, 51.2 volt, 50 amp hour LiPo battery that you put in a rack mount for a server or something. Great backup solution for your repeater or your server system at home, something like that. $180 off right now. That'd be $660. That'd be like $480-ish. And then I don't know how this get one free, buy one, get one thing works. I'm going to put this in the list. If you got the right AA charger for lithium batteries, EBL is on sale. EBL AA lithium batteries. I don't have any AA lithium batteries right now. How long do they last? 34% off. That's not bad. Huh. Okay. Okay. That's good. The Zonker USB-C cables do not say data, so I assume charge only. Generally speaking, if the Amazon cables that I have that are braided, they have that like kind of like that cloth braiding around them, generally work, which the Ankers do also. I've got some cheapy, some no-name. There's one right here if you can see it. Right, I don't know if you can see that in the camera or not. Nope. Hold on. This one right here. This is actually what's powering my overhead cam right now, or what's connecting my overhead cam to the computer when I do overhead shots. I just changed out my overhead cam. And or here's one that's not connected to anything. It's just not. This is just some Amazon braided cable, no name you recognize, and this works for data. So my experience has been that if it's a braided cable, it works for data, but I don't know. You're right though; it doesn't say that. Can you find a LivePo 4 charger for 40 to 50 amps? It's a 280 amp hour battery. Okay, so here's what I recommend. Yes, let me see if it's on sale or not. I don't know. This one? No. Let me find it. Hold on. It's like that one, 2-bank. 4-bank. 3-bank. This is it right here. No. I think mine's larger than that. So, Lead Time sent me a 3-bank charger that's very similar to this one. I think mine might be a 10 amp. I was thinking it was 15 amp per bay, but I don't remember. And I'm gonna make a video about it. I've been testing it and I haven't made a video yet. But Lead Time, but this one's really cool because you just plug it in and then you got those ring terminals, and I left ring terminals on one port and I cut off and put power poles on the other 2 ports. So that one, or the other one I have is, who makes that other one that I have? I think it's Retevis. Before I had my DC to DC, yeah, this one right here. Before I had my DC to DC charger hooked up in the truck, I would charge my external battery in my truck with this guy. I've still got it. Still got this guy. 40 amp, and it's got these ports on it, but it's also got this 50 amp power pole on it, a 75 amp, I think, Anderson connection on it. So it comes with a couple of different types of connections right here. And this one is on Prime Day special, 16% off. This one's really good. This one only does 1 at a time, and that other one does 3 at a time, but this one's going to go fat. This one's 40 amps into 1 battery, and that one was 10 amps into 3 batteries, 10 amps at a time. I think each port on that Lead Time one is 10 amps per port. So it's a 30 amp charger split 3 ways, I believe. And I don't think that's the exact one I've got. But they just came out with a new one and sent it to me like maybe a month ago. I've been testing it. It's working great. Haven't had any problems with it. That Lead Time one, but that Retevis 40 amp fast charging, that's the one I used for a while. Retevis cable tester, okay. Retevis cable tester. This thing, Bill? Is that what you're talking about? What does this do? Cable tester board for HDMI cable tester. 20 LED light status indicator. Check disorder, short, open, and cross connection standard HDMI. Are you talking about HDMI cable tester? USB cable tester. Acrylic cased. Test all the USB cables. Yeah, okay. 20% off of that guy right now. Test data line Type C, micro, Type A, and Type B. Yeah, that's probably it. That's probably what you're looking at. That. Cool. The one with the display. Huh. They've got several different type of testers on here, but okay. Good. What else? Some, oh, let's search MPPT. Somebody had mentioned that yesterday, I think. Okay, Red Odo 40 amp MPPT, 15% off. Victron. I wonder what, if anything, Victron. Pretty much have all Victron stuff in my truck right now with my secondary battery. Doesn't look like they're doing much on the Prime Day sale. That Blue Eddy 560 watt alternator charger, we talked about that one on Tuesday. All right, not much in Victron right now. What about Renogy? $120-watt panel, 3,000-watt inverter. This is the one that I'm... This is the updated model, but this is the one that I've got one of these. I love that inverter. It's fantastic. It's a little RFI noisy. It's not bad, the one I have. Bluetooth adapter, okay. Good. That is, let's see, if we go here and here, that's everything we've talked about that we've put in there today. Top, looks like the top 3 rows. That lighter mini PC that Don, top 4 rows, I guess. We put that stuff in there today as well. Yeah, we started right here. So a lot of this stuff we talked about on Tuesday is still on Prime Day sale. They've added some stuff, but they've left this. Was hoping WinCamp would put this one on sale. 5% off coupon. I'd like to pick up that bag and do a video about it. Not yet, though. Not yet. Okay. Well, I'll be adding to this list for the rest of the day as I find things. And best shorts at a stupid price. Okay, let me look. Wrangler. Oh, yeah, I got a pair of these. Okay. I like the Sylvain shorts. And they're very similar to this right here. The ones I wear, the primary ones I wear are very similar to this. Okay. All right. They have a phone pocket in them too. I'll add that to the list. Why not? Once you find something that works like that, I usually buy, like clothing wise, I'll usually buy like 3 or 4 or 5 or 10 pair, but all different colors and whatnot. So I just wear the same thing over and over again. But any good suggestions for a mobile what, Chris? 50 amp shack power supply. Let's look at that. Somebody mentioned power supply earlier. This might have been the one that they were talking about earlier. 15% off of that. Yeah, Jess Verdi. Yeah, this is the one that was mentioned earlier in the stream. It's got a noise offset potentiometer on it. Interesting. 15% off of that one. That's that one they were talking about earlier. So, mobile radio for the car. Mobile. Anytone's got the 778. That's a dual band. 25 watt, but it's dual band. Retevis RT95. I think that's probably the same. I think that's probably the same radio. That Retevis RT95, the Anytone 778. Oh, now I did a video about this one last month, I think it was. And I got a lot of people commenting on that, saying they liked it. A couple people didn't like it, but it is a super heterodyne receiver. It's a very beautiful display. And I haven't done much field testing with it yet, but using it here in the shack has worked out pretty good. So I would like to put it in the truck and drive it around for a while. It's got a 10% coupon off, more than that, so we'll put that in there. But Retevis MA1 is the model number on that one. Radioddity, I just found this the other day. They probably had this for a while, I don't know. Radioddity DB50 looks just like a TYT TH9800. Or maybe like an Anytone UV5888 dual band. Kind of the same look there. $70-watt VHF radio. What the heck is... Oh, yeah. Anytone. Oh, okay, yeah, that's the Anytone. They make one of these in 220 also. I had one of those for a while. Retevis does have, anything Retevis is an additional coupon. Ham Radio 210 will get you 10% off. An additional 10% off. I have the RT95 coming after talking to TO, making it do APRS. Good. You have to let me know how you like that. See you later, Jody. All right, we're going to shut it down there. We've been going for an hour. I appreciate you guys hanging with me another day this week for Prime Day deals. I really do appreciate you using my links so that they support the channel. And they are affiliate links. But again, if you don't want to do that, just go to Amazon.com and find that drop down that says just for Prime and search for whatever you want to. So maybe I'm going to look at my calendar tomorrow. I'm going to go see the new Superman movie tomorrow morning. So maybe after that, I'll do a live stream about RV stuff. We'll talk about the new Superman movie too. I don't know. So you guys take it easy. Have a good rest of the afternoon. If you ordered a mystery box on the website, those are going to start shipping probably tomorrow. I spent 3 hours last night packaging mystery boxes. I got my t-shirt order in. I put the t-shirt order in early. Got it, picked it up yesterday, immediately started packaging mystery boxes. I've got about half of them packaged and done. I just got to package the other half, and they're going to start all shipping tomorrow. So thank you for ordering those as well. 73 guys. Have a good afternoon.